baby, I love you.
But I remember not wanting to look at magazines or listen to the radio at all. I was, I think, just trying to get us far away from having to come to grips with my new reality.
But I do take the responsibility of being the person who messed up, you know, and I'm not blaming her at all, you know. It was my mistakes that led to us not being together.
You know what? A lot of people ask me about my past, and here's the thing. It's part of my life.
LeToya Luckett, this name should come with a caution sign because her story is a whole roller coaster. Kicked out of Destiny's Child, tangled in messy love affairs, and still battling the shady side of fame, this girl's life has been anything but smooth.
But I remember not wanting to look at magazines or listen to the radio at all. I was, I think, just trying to get us far away from having to come to grips with my new reality.
But honey, don't get it twisted. LeToya is a fighter. She's lived through more drama than your favorite soap opera and still stands tall, shining brighter than ever. Now let's talk about it. What really went down behind the scenes with Destiny's Child? You think you know the story, but trust me, the tea is piping hot. And why does her name keep getting dragged into messes she didn't even start? From her fallout with Beyoncé's dad, Mathew Knowles, to bouncing back after heartbreaks that would leave most of us crying in the corner with a tub of ice cream, this queen never let the world see her sweat. But wait, there's more. LeToya didn't just survive, she thrived. From topping the charts with her solo career to making boss moves in acting and business, this girl is unstoppable. Grab your snacks, y'all, because we're diving into the wild, messy, and inspiring life of LeToya Luckett. All right, y'all, let's start at the very beginning. March 11th, 1981. That's the day the world was blessed with LeToya Luckett, born right in the heart of Houston, Texas. From the jump, this girl was destined to be a star. Word is, little LeToya was out here singing her ABCs with more soul than most grown folks could dream of. Her mama knew she had something special on her hands. And honey, she wasn't wrong. Now picture this. It's elementary school. And young LeToya walks in a class, ready to claim her seat. But hold up. There's another little girl already sitting there. And not just any girl. Nope. It's none other than Beyoncé Knowles. Yes, that Beyoncé. "Teacher, somebody's in my seat," LeToya said. Little did she know that Seat Snatcher would become her bestie and change both their lives forever. They discovered they could sing, and the rest is history.
So I did Pinocchio right after that, and that's where me and B kind of met.
They met at the school play?
We met at the school. We met at the schoolhouse, and then I heard her voice, and I said, "Oh yeah, you can't just keep that to yourself. You got to audition for the school play, and there's a role of Pinocchio, and I think you'd be great in it." And she auditioned, and I was kind of upset because I said, "Now wait, I wanted that."
Fast forward a few years, and Queen Bey's dad, Mathew Knowles, is looking to form the ultimate girl group. Beyoncé said, "Girl, you gotta audition for my daddy." LeToya showed up, showed out, and bam, she was in. Just like that, Destiny's Child was born and the girls were on their way to superstardom.
B came and got me out of Girl Scouts, and her daddy was outside, Mr. Mathew Knowles, and I went and met him, and he asked me to audition, went to the house, auditioned, and I became a part of Girls' Time, which then became something fresh.
Honey, when I tell you Destiny's Child blew up, I mean they blew up. With hits like No, No, No and Say My Name, these ladies were dominating the charts and stealing hearts.
Say my name, no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you.
They went from singing in Houston to touring the world, giving us vocals, choreography, and looks for days. But baby, success comes with a price. And this is where the drama starts brewing. By the year 2000, Destiny's Child was unstoppable. But so was the tension. Rumors swirled that LeToya and Latavia Robertson, another OG member, were fed up with Mathew Knowles' management style. They wanted separate managers, and let's just say Mathew wasn't exactly a fan of that idea.
That was her father, manager-daughter relationship. Kelly was living in the house, so I think from the get-go, it felt kind of...
Yeah, made you feel uncomfortable being like not really on the inside of that.
Yeah,
probably.
And that really wasn't, I mean, you can't change a parent-daughter relationship, but it was kind of like, okay, can we find someone that can communicate with us a little better and we can get, our information, delivered to us in a different kind of way, so.
Okay.
Girl, imagine turning on the TV, expecting to see yourself in the new Say My Name video, and bam, There's 2 new girls in your place singing your parts. Disrespectful. That's exactly how LeToya and Latavia found out they were out of the group. No meeting, no heads up, just out. And just like that, their Destiny's Child chapter ended. Mathew didn't even have the decency to pick up the phone. Rude.
Oh, baby, let me tell you when I was hurt. Baby, they took this picture, and they had on Christian Dior from head to toe. I said, oh, they can afford Dior, child. We was in the... I said, they got Dior on, babe. They got the headscarves. They make Dior headscarves. I want one.
But did LeToya let that stop her? Absolutely not. She packed her bags, moved to Atlanta, and got to hustling. Times were rough, though. This girl was sleeping in her car, living off noodles cooked in a hotel coffee pot. Can you imagine?
I remember I went to the movies with my friends, my sis Adria, KP, her husband Julian, and they was on the front of the popcorn bag. I said, I can't go to the movies, I'm just trying to see them. You're all on the front of the popcorn bag.
She could have given up, but nah, LeToya said, watch me work.
During the transition from DC to becoming a solo artist was pretty difficult for me. I had been a part of the group for so long, it's all that I knew. And I knew at that moment that I needed to get really, really still.
And work she did. In 2006, LeToya dropped her self-titled debut album, and honey, it hit harder than a Beyoncé surprise album drop. Her first single, Torn, had everybody in their feelings. And guess what? That album went straight to #1 on the Billboard 200. Who needs Destiny's Child when you're out here snatching crowns on your own? Of course, the haters couldn't stay quiet. They tried to drag her, saying she couldn't sing, saying her success was just luck. But LeToya wasn't here for the negativity. She clapped back the best way she knew how, with pure talent and hard work. She proved to everyone that she didn't need Destiny's Child to make it big. From sleeping in cars to sitting at the top of the charts, LeToya's solo journey was anything but easy. But baby, it's the struggle that makes the comeback so sweet. And trust, this was just the beginning for Miss Luckett. Now, if you thought LeToya's career had drama, wait till you hear about her love life. It's giving soap opera realness, full of twists, turns, and a whole lot of what in the world? Let's start with the Slim Thug saga, because boy, that relationship was a whole roller coaster. Sweet beginnings? Sure. But infidelity, groupies, and public messiness? Oh, they had that too. LeToya fell for Slim's charm and confidence, but honey, his Texas-sized ego was doing the most.
Well, there's so many things. I love his confidence. He has always been confident. He still is very obviously confident. He might be shy when it comes to macking somebody down, but he's not shy when it comes to his artistry and his creativity. He's a star. When he walks in, I mean, first of all, he's 6'6". That's always cute. And then, you know what I'm saying? He handsome.
These two were on again, off again more times than I can count. Therapy? Tried it. Side chicks? There were plenty. Messy tweets? Oh, Slim Thug was airing out more laundry than a laundromat. Every time they broke up, Slim was out here acting a fool. But the minute LeToya moved on, he was crying about her being his soulmate. Boy, bye.
But I do take the responsibility of being the person who messed up, you know, and I'm not blaming her at all, you know. It was my mistakes that led to us not being together.
Eventually, LeToya decided to level up and leave the drama behind. She married entrepreneur Tomicus Walker in 2017, and for a minute, it looked like she had found her fairy tale ending. They had 2 beautiful kids together, and LeToya seemed happier than ever. But, man, even the fairy tales have plot twists. By 2021, the marriage was over, and rumors of cheating and financial issues had folks talking. Whatever the reason, LeToya handled the divorce with grace and kept it moving.
I think that, I'm not going to say once a cheater, always a cheater. But I will say that, I think it made him feel comfortable, like he just could. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she forgave me for it.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna say I'm sorry, I'm gonna send the flowers, I'm gonna come over, we're gonna take the trip,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy something, which that doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't remove the pain, it doesn't do anything for that. And then you gotta rebuild, you know what I mean? Rebuild the trust that was lost. So I just say, why complicate things? Like, be honest. I'm all for an honest conversation. Like, I'd rather communicate, hey, my heart ain't here no more. Like, I'm not feeling this. I don't want to hurt you. So
let's talk about this. I'm all about communication, which is what you saw in the video. After I saw that, that moment in the cafe, I pulled him to the side like, hey, yo, this made me feel uncomfortable. Let's talk about it. And when he reacted in that way and he was defensive, it made me go, wait a minute. Okay, it must be something to it. So I'm all about communication. If you ain't feeling it no more, please do us both a favor.
Through all of this, LeToya has been real about her journey with love. In her interviews, she doesn't sugarcoat a thing. She's talked about the pain of heartbreak, the lessons she's learned, and how therapy has been her saving grace. One time, she even pulled up on her daddy and asked him straight up, "Why did you cheat on mama?" Sis was out here doing emotional homework, and we love to see it. But here's the gag. LeToya didn't let any of this break her. She said it herself. Heartbreak doesn't define me. It refines me. Baby, that's a word. Through all the chaos, she's kept her head high and her spirit unshaken. Relationships may come and go, but one thing's for sure. LeToya Luckett is always going to be the queen of her own story. And trust, she's just getting started. Now listen, y'all. If you thought LeToya Luckett was just a singer, think again. This woman has been out here reinventing herself like a true queen. When life threw her shade, she didn't just make lemonade, she turned it into a whole business. Let's start with her acting career because sis has been booked and busy. From starring in Preacher's Kid to slaying on Oprah's hit show Greenleaf, LeToya has proven she's got the range. Her performances? Baby, they're so good you'd forget she started as a singer. And let's not forget her appearances in Power and The Preacher's Son. She's been making her mark on Hollywood one role at a time. But acting isn't the only lane LeToya has conquered. She stepped into the fashion world with her boutique, Lady L. And let me tell you, it's giving boss energy. This wasn't just some side hustle. She poured her heart and soul into it, curating pieces that had everyone looking fly. From high-end denim to cutesy accessories, Lady L had something for everyone. And the way she ran it with her mama? Family goals. Even when the boutique hit rough patches, LeToya didn't quit. She kept hustling, proving that her entrepreneurial spirit is just as fierce as her vocals. Now, let's talk about her grace under pressure. Even with the Destiny's Child drama and Slim Thug's antics, LeToya has kept it classy. She could have clapped back and dragged folks through the mud, but nah, she stayed unbothered. Every time the world tried to knock her down, she bounced back stronger, flashing that $1 million smile and letting her success speak for itself. That's what we call grown woman vibes. And here's the real tea. LeToya has hinted at writing a memoir. Yes, honey, she's teasing a tell-all, and you know the streets are ready for the details. Will she spill the tea about Destiny's Child? Name names? Baby, we're all ears. Whatever she decides to share, you already know it's going to be juicy. Through it all, LeToya has shown us what resilience looks like. She's a triple threat: singer, actress, businesswoman. And she's not slowing down anytime soon. The next chapter of her story? Oh, it's gonna be good, and we're all here for it. LeToya Luckett has lived a life that most of us can only imagine, full of highs, lows, and a whole lot of lessons. And guess what? She's still out here making moves. From hitting the studio to cook up new music to auditioning for major Hollywood roles, our girl is showing no signs of slowing down. She's the definition of a hustler, and her star is shining brighter than ever. But the real question is, what's next for LeToya? Will she drop that tell-all memoir and spill all the tea we've been dying to hear? Will she bless us with another chart-topping album? Or maybe she'll snag a leading role in a blockbuster movie? One thing's for sure. Whatever she does, she's going to slay it. This queen knows how to turn life's challenges into triumphs, and we are here for it. So, if you're as hooked on LeToya's journey as we are, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. R&B Daily is your go-to spot for all the latest tea on your favorite celebs. Don't miss out, baby. We've got all the drama, all the gossip, and all the inspiration you need right here.